One of the ideas I teach in my online class, We Were Made for This Moment, is that there are different roles of social change and none of us have to do all of them. There was a sociologist named Bill Moyer who studied successful social change movements and discovered that the same 4 roles showed up over and over again. And we call these roles the helper, the advocate, the organizer, and the rebel. Now, the helper tries to do what they can without actually taking on the system. So a helper might cook for the soup kitchen, or tutor in a failing public school, or do that kind of service work, which is really helpful to people, but which doesn't actually fix the problems in the system. The advocate is trying to fix the problems in the system using the traditional methods that the system encourages. So calling your political representatives, writing letters, doing petitions, that sort of way of convincing decision makers to take action on a certain issue. Now, the rebel is also trying to change the system, but rebels do that by shaking things up. So instead of just calling a politician, they might do a sit-in the politician's office. Or they might take on a corporation or some other kind of entity and try and create change by creating a crisis for decision makers so that they have to respond. The 4th role is called the organizer. And the organizer is focused on getting people together in their own community and then choosing a tactic. So organizers can show up in all kinds of organizations. One of the things I've come to appreciate is that every group needs people playing these different roles, and there are also groups that specialize in one or the other. And so if you're a person who is feeling drawn to activism, one question to ask yourself is which of these kinds of tactics fits best with the gifts that you have. Many of us were already taught how to be a volunteer, or how to make a phone call to a politician. The idea of using rebel tactics might be newer or more challenging for you, but it's important to recognize that we need all of them in order to make dramatic change. One example is the women's movement that fought for women's suffrage. There were women inside lobbying politicians to get an amendment, allowing them the right to vote. And there were other women outside protesting in front of the White House, getting arrested. And that created the political crisis that enabled the women inside to get the deal done. Both were an important part of the story. And whatever gift you bring is probably an important part of the story today.